All the voices you are about to hear come from the head and face of
Damien /
Damien //
Hello, my name is David. To find out more about my life, please press 1 now. I have been working as an interactive guide for 6 years. Finding work has always been easy. However, my personal life has suffered tremendously as a result of the way I speak. This time last year, my marriage became temporarily unavailable due to communication issues. Alternatively, I found out my wife had been sleeping with another man. To make things worse, she was pregnant with my child, but did not tell me it was my child. Did you know? You can visit our website to find out more information about what I did when I found out at www.whatididwhenIfoundout.co.uk/I didn't care anymore. Alternatively, please stay on the line while I describe the event in detail. Please hold.
Damien /. This is a generic advert for something that you probably already own. If you don't already own it, our friendly background music is designed to make you gravely concerned that you don't. So, if you're experiencing a massive spiritual vacuum in your life, don't worry. Just give us your money, and for a moment, you can feel like you actually matter. Generic advert for something that you already own, making life a little simpler. Damien /.
The next station is Mordor.
Well, this is me, mate.
Oh, right, you moved?
Yeah, it's a bit of a long way, but, finally got my own place, and the Ofsted reports are absolutely brilliant on the skills. OK, take a seat, both of you. Thank you.
I don't know why we're here.
Don't start, Ian. No, that's OK. It's a valid concern for many people in the first session. Why don't you think you should be here, Ian?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't think I should be sat in couples therapy with a dog.
Well, that's why you're here. I agree, thank you. You're welcome. See how civil they're being, Ian? Why can't you be civil?
You left a dead rabbit in my bed this morning.
That was a gift. I arranged its innards in a heart. You clearly didn't pay attention to it, which is another problem, by the way.
You bit through the brake cables on my car last week.
Why did you do that? Well, that's because you'd been cheating on me.
Cheating on you? What are you talking about?
Yes, last week at the park.
I was with you at the park.
Yes, and that's what made it even more humiliating.
What are you talking about?
I saw you, Ian. I saw you. I saw you pick up the ball and throw it for that other dog. That bitch.
The ball landed at my feet. The owner asked for it back. What am I supposed to do?
Owner? Let's take a time out for a second. There does seem to be an issue around power in this relationship. Why do you think that you are the owner, Ian?
Well, I mean, because...
This is what I have to put up with. I thought about leaving Ian, but I love him. I love you, Ian. Even with all of the belittling and the abuse.
Me abusing you?
Where did you take me last week, Ian?
What, to the vet? This dog needs to be chipped.
Interesting.
No, it's not what you think. It's not that. It's a legal requirement, okay? I don't give a damn where he goes.
That's not how it feels to me. How does it feel to you? If I'm perfectly honest, I feel controlled, quite frankly. Interesting. What would you suggest, Doctor? Do you think he needs some drugs? I think he needs some drugs. I think a series of future appointments are necessary. Ian, you're clearly a megalomaniac with trust issues.
Well, this is ridiculous, look.
And I think you, young man, are very patient and caring. I'm a big fan. You was a cutie puppy, eh? You was a cutie puppy. Good. Thank you very much. I tell you what, I'll book you an hour session for next week.
We had a dog when we were kids. And when he was acting up, you know what we did? We cut his balls off.
I think we should make it a double session. I was about to say the same thing.
Damien /. Freelance vlogging and street food make me who I am, but staying politically active on social media is by far the most important element of my day-to-day life. As a leading and prominent voice in the bubbles and echo chambers I frequent on social media, I know it's my duty to empower, engage, inspire, and empower the followers and friends who agree with me to agree with me even more for a better, more creative tomorrow and yesterday.
Yes! 200 followers. Let's go.
That's why I use Microsoft's new Isolate Eco 1.0 tablet and mood board. Its waterproof body and bamboo chassis means I can finally consume my avocado on rye and post clickbait HuffPost articles at the same time without having to resort to unintelligent eating platforms such as breadboards or cumbersome household plates.
Plates suck.
And that's something my Mac just couldn't do. Microsoft, I are me.
Damien slash.
Thank you for holding. When my wife told me she was sleeping with another man and that my son was not my son, I went home and made a weapon using a banister and broken nails. I placed the weapon in my rucksack and traveled to their home on bicycle. To confirm you are still paying attention, please press 4 now. Thank you. When I arrived at the gate of their garden flat, I attempted to kick down the door with my feet. I'm sorry. My attempt was unsuccessful. I then selected option 2 and began climbing the gate. Unfortunately, I cannot climb up gates and was therefore unable to make a surprise entrance. My wife and her new lover, also named David, had to help me down and stop the bleeding, which I had incurred from lacerations to my inner thighs. Please note, due to a higher than average volume of blood loss, my consciousness was temporarily placed in a queue as I babbled crazed and nonsensical hate speech. My wife then filmed and uploaded the highly disturbing video footage to www.highlydisturbingfootage.com/restraining order.
Damien slash.
Greetings, minions! As an elite pro gamer, much of my time is spent online poning noobs in the battlefields of the gaming sphere. However, recently my Twitch feed's been spammed by an army of salty noobs accusing me, an elite pro gamer, of being dangerously low on XP in the game of health and fitness. To prove you peasants wrong, here is Lawrence's step-by-step guide to fitness. Monday, 6 AM. Go back to sleep, you noob. XP gained. Monday, 1 PM. Now that you've recharged your shields, get up, grab a lion bar and log on to the server. Tuesday, 4 PM. It's legs day. And by that I mean do not use your legs today. As a pro gamer, obviously the upper body is my priority. For this reason, I skip all leg updates in favour of ranking up my hands and finger muscles for maximum mouse and keyboard control. This is best achieved by remaining seated up to 16 hours a day. XP gained. Wednesday, 3 PM, and I'm gaining XP.
You're gaining weight.
Engage anti-sister protection systems. Don't let the haters get you.
You look like Jabba the Hutt.
Thursday, 11 PM. Some noobs will spend many a coin on an expensive gym membership, filled with alpha male Xbox noobs who couldn't even complete Mario on easy mode. So avoid the crush and the tiresome looks of envy at your sculpted gamer bod by attending at noob-free times of the day, such as the middle of the night. So, mission complete. Lawrence's step-by-step guide to make your BioWare into firmware. Now, excuse me while I get back to the lift.
Do you need help with the equipment, mate?
I'm using it on expert mode.
It looks like you're going to hurt yourself with that.
Expert mode activated.
Get it off your neck.
XP gain.
Damien slash. Damien slash. Damien slash. Slash.
Being one of the most important minds in the banking sector requires me to keep my body and brain protected. I attend a weekly medical examination at a private clinic on Harley Street. This process usually takes around 5 hours and involves a team of up to 4 doctors and a gynecologist who ensure that the appropriate dosage of experimental anti-inflammatory probiotic DNA mutation inhibitors are administered both orally and anally at the same time in order to avoid pockets of so-called non-absorption.
This was learnt the hard way when in 2010 my left man boob received 5% less of the drug and was subsequently rejected by my own body, at which point it shriveled and dried into a stinking yellow husk that had to be surgically removed. Aside from this, the funnest part of the process surrounds the electrosynthetic regraft of my brain tissues, which is performed using a pair of semiconductant electrodes that are placed around my head. There's nothing like a good old juicing of the grey matter to eliminate the appalling shame that comes with waking up in your office having shat yourself in your sleep following a ketamine-fueled trading binge on a Thursday night.
Dad, can Mum read me a story next time?
Weren't you listening, child? It'll have to be Mummy. Daddy's having his brain milked.
Damien Slash!
Creating online petitions that achieve absolutely nothing whatsoever used to take up most of my day, but thanks to Isolate's Hyperwine interactive AI software, I can now spam my friends with illusions of genuine political activity 24 hours a day. Okay, Hyper, create random petition and share.
Random political petition successfully created and shared on all platforms.
What's the data on my last random petition?
Your last random petition gained 600,000 signatures.
Wow, awesome! And what was it a petition against?
Your last randomly generated petition was against feminism.
Haha! Random! Hey, not cool, Hyperbot. Isolate's Hyperwine interactive AI software. Because real change matters.
Damien Slash.
Hello, and thank you for waiting. This is an automated callback from Her Majesty's Probation Services. You are now talking to David. If you are expecting this call and wish to continue, please press 1. Please press 1 to continue. Thank you. Due to the way I speak, my life has become increasingly complicated. Following my disturbance of the peace after the breakdown of my marriage, I was placed in secure accommodation by Her Majesty's Probation Service with unknown male called Big Alf. To break the ice and attempt to establish rapport, I selected option 4 and told Big Alf about my ex-wife and her new lover, also named David. Unfortunately, Big Alf was dangerously unstable and vowed to unleash furious vengeance on my behalf. To resolve the issue and reconnect Big Alf with our emotional loyalty rewards package, I selected option 5 and gave him my ex-wife's address. I'm sorry, an unknown error has occurred, and I'm unable to justify what I did. Big Alf shouted, "Fathers for Justice," and kicked down the door of our secure accommodation and hijacked a G4S heavy transport vehicle from the outer compound before driving the vehicle through the iron gates. I selected option 9 and dialed 111 to ask for assistance. Unfortunately, Big Alf was tasered by Trident police officers outside W.H. Smith in broad daylight. However, upon his return to prison, Big Alf believed the purpose of my call was to snitch on him and his crew. As a punishment, I am now his prison bitch, as well as having to carry out menial tasks such as polishing his extensive collection of rat skulls and creepy porcelain dolls. One of my services is creating bespoke answering machine messages like this for him and his crazed gang members. So, please leave a message for Big Alf, Killer Alan, or Greg the Impaler after the beep, and press 2 to please help me God.
The Damien Slash mixtape was written and performed by Daniel Barker.
With additional material by Robin Morgan.
The producer was Sam Bryant.
And it was a BBC
Studios
production.